So today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite makeup looks using one of my favorite brands. I'm going to give y'all a hint. So first, starting off, I don't know if you can see, I did some skincare this morning, but I use like a heavier cream, so my face is like greasy. So what I like to do is I like to use a witch hazel. I'm just gonna wipe some of this off. So once I'm done, you know, getting all that extra oil off my face, I like to use a chapstick. This is chapstick in the flavor almond oil, and I like to apply this to my lips. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to primer. So I used to have a Fenty primer. Maybe it's gone. I didn't try to look for it. I don't know where it is. So we're just gonna use my e.l.f. primer. This is a little sample that I got in the mail, and I've been using it lately and I love it. It has the niacinamide in it. Apparently that's supposed to help hydrate your skin, and with this Power Grip primer, it's like super tacky, like it's sticky. So with this, I'm just gonna apply a little bit to my face. It says to use your fingertips and to pat into the skin, so you're supposed to pat. I don't like patting. I don't see the point of that. I'm just gonna rub it in. It's like, you can see it, like it's sticky. Watch this. So for brows, I'm going to be using this Revlon brow pencil. I love these thin tip eyebrow pencils because it kind of helps imitate brow strokes. Also, if you don't really have much of a brow, you can build your brow from scratch, but I like how my brow excuse me, is shaped. So I just follow the shape of my natural brow and I just fill it in so it looks like that when I'm finished. And then when it comes to up here, I just do little like upward strokes. And then I like to just take my spoolie. So that's how my brow looks. Now the cool thing about this pencil, if you twist it, it also comes with this little powder applicator. So you can actually go like this and apply powder to the end of the thing. That'll help set that brow in place as well. And that's it. Those are my brows. They look kind of weird now, but we're going to clean it up with some concealer. Okay, so I'm going to be using these two concealers. I'm going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the color 330 and 360. You swear I was nervous or something, because you see me. God dang. I'm like, come on, Kyla, get it together. To do the top of my brow, I'm going to use the color 360. Okay, and you can see I'm cleaning up the top of my brow with this. So that's what my brows look like. You can see I cleaned them up. I'm just going to blend that product outwards. I have two different foundations from Fenty. I have the Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear foundation, and then I have the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint in the color 14. I like to use this like when I'm actually like going out. I like to use this for like more everyday, so I'm just going to use this one today. I'm just going to go ahead and just apply it to the face. Ooh. Dropped it on my shirt. Okay, I usually use a sponge, but I'm going to use this brush, this Morphe brush, the M439 brush, to kind of just buff this into my skin. Now I'm not too worried about the product getting directly under my eye because I'm going to be adding concealer there. Now you can see areas of my face where you can still see a little bit of dark marks. I'm going to use the 360 concealer and I'm just going to put it in the areas where I need that extra coverage. Like right there, and right there. I'm going to let that sit because I want it to dry out a little bit so that way it'll give me the most coverage in those spots. So now for concealer under the eye, I'm going to be using two colors as well. I'm going to be using same Fenty Pro Filter concealer, but this time I'm using the color 310 and the color 330. I'm going to take it and I want to apply a little bit right here, but I also want to apply some right here to do some lifting. Add some to my nose. Next I'm going to take the next color 330, take that and apply it to my chin, to my forehead, and I want to apply like two little dots right here, two little dots right there. Now I'm actually probably going to need a sponge for this. So we're going to go ahead and blend this concealer out. So I'm just doing some dabbing motions. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that I blend this out really good, because I don't want my eyes to start to crease. Now I'm just going to take the bottom of this and I'm going to blend out those spots that I put with my concealer earlier. I'm going to do my contour. I'm going to be using the same concealer. These are my favorite concealers. I know she just dropped some like some hydrating ones, but like I said, I am broke. I cannot afford that right now, so we're going to use what we got, and this is what I got. This is the color 410. And I'm just going to take it straight. Use the wand and I'm going to put that, I think, like, I don't want to put it right here. I think I want to put it a little bit above my natural. Because if I was to suck my cheeks in, you would see it would go right here, right here. I just want to bring it up a little bit. And then for my nose, I'm just going to go ahead and put my concealer right there. I keep burping. I like to put a little bit under the lip. So right there, I'm going to put a little bit right here, like 3 little marks. And then I like to do my my jawline. So I'm just going to make a line right there. I'm just going to go ahead and start blending. You can use the other side with no product to kind of just help blend it out a little better. Then we're going to blend the contour on the forehead. So that's what that's looking like so far. As far as hair by the nose, I'm just going to use like a little contour brush. I think I want to use this little brush. This is a Morphe M6 brush. I'm going to use that for my contour. Because when you do the contour, you want to make the line and then you want to blend downwards. So you see how that looks? And I also like to blend into that area. Same sponge I used for my contour color. I'm just going to use a spot where there's no product and just help blend that in a little bit. Now I have 2 of these Pro Filter setting powders from Fenty. I have one in the color Banana, one in the color Honey. Banana I use for my under eye and highlighting and stuff. Honey I use as an all-around powder just to even everything out. So I think I'm going to use the Banana. You just want to press it, right? I like to dab off the excess. Dab it on my hand to kind of get off that extraness, and then I'm going to press and dab onto my skin. I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me in the color Coconut 355, and this is my contour color. So I'm going to use this Cosette S145 brush, and it's slanted. You can see the slant, and I'm just going to take it, put it in my bronzer, and I'm just gonna follow that that thing, my contour that I did. Right, I'm gonna do down here. I like to kind of connect over here, and I'm just gonna do here, bring it down, and that's it. I'm gonna use the Fenty, my other Fenty powder in the color Honey. This one is actually like my shade. You can see like it's a darker powder. I use this as an all-around setting powder. I'm gonna use this little fluffy Real Techniques brush. It's a multitask brush, and I'm just gonna use this all over to kind of give me, and I can use this to dust off the thing powder too. I just don't want it. Yeah, so you see how it like evens everything out? That's why I like this powder. And we can use this to dust off the setting powder, the banana powder that I used earlier. You can use that to set that as well. When I'm done with that, I like to apply my blush. The blush I'm using, one of my favorite blushes, drugstore, Milani. Milani has some good stuff, and this is one of my favorite blushes that I have. It's called Spice Rose, and it looks like a little rose. It's so cute when you open it. Okay, it's like cut out like a rose. It's so cute. And I'm just gonna take this is my Morphe, oh no, this is not Morphe, sorry, this is Studio Gear number 13. I'm just gonna dab it on here, and I'm gonna apply my brush. I'm gonna start from right here, and I'm just gonna apply up and down, right, just like that. I like to add blush to my nose. I'm gonna add some more blush right here. I'm gonna add some highlight. I have the Fenty what is this called, Kilowatt highlighter, and this is the duo. It has Afternoon Snack on one side and Mo Honey on the other side. I usually dip it on both sides because I like to mix it, so I just dip my brush on both sides, and I like to apply it right on top that blush, so like right there you can see the highlight. And then I also like to put it on the tip of my nose, bring it on the bridge, right, a little bit, and then a little bit on the chin, whatever's left over. Forehead, they used to be a thing back in the day. I don't do the forehead anymore, I just leave it. I have these little Fenty eyeshadow palettes. I have the number 5, which is like these colors, and I also have the number 1, and it's like these brown shades. I think I want to do, do I want to use this color, or do I want to use these bright pink colors? I think I'm going to do the brown. Like this is the Morphe E27 brush. You can see, you know, it looks like one of those blending, like a tapered blending brush. And I'm going to use first I want to prep my eye because I just don't want to add something up there and I didn't prep my eye. So I'm just going to use my sponge to like prep my eye. And somebody's like, oh, use a eyeshadow base. I'm not finna use no eyeshadow base. I'm not even doing nothing fancy. I'm just putting some swatches of color up there. So I don't like to use this light color. I don't know why. That's just not something that I want to use. So I'm just going to use this brown color right here in the middle. Right? This is what it looks like. That color right here. Okay. And I'm going to take that and just start blending it all over the lid. Well, mostly in my crease area. Like, one thing I love about this little palette, the colors aren't too like over the top. So for people who aren't really into like eyeshadows and just want that little swatch of color, you can do that. So once you're done with that color, I'm going to take this same brush, but I'm going to clean it off. I'm now going to go into, what color do I want to do? I think I want to go into this color right here. And same thing, just put it on the brush. We're not about to think too much about it. And just dust it on the bottom half, right? So it looks like that. And I'm gonna do this side. Okay, that's how it looks. It looks just like that. That's as good as it's gonna get. And that's as much as we're gonna do. Now if you want to add a little bit of definition to the end, you can take this same brush and we can go into this darker brown on the end just a little bit, and you can just add it to the end of your eye look if you just want to add some definition. So you can see, like, with that being there, it adds a little bit of something, not too much because we ain't trying to do all that extra stuff. Okay, you can bring it, and you can bring it in the thing if you want to, in the crease, right? So it looks like this. This is as good as it's gonna get. I like to use a little brush like this, and this is a Morphe M213 brush, right? And in that same palette, like this little light color right here in the middle, I like to just put some on there, you know, get it all together. And then I'm just gonna take my little water bottle and just spritz it, let it get a little wet. You're gonna get those pigments, and I'm just gonna add it to the corner of my eye. Ooh, we're gonna add it to this side. This is the Morphe E22 brush, right? Looks like this. I'm just gonna dab it in that highlighter and add it to that brow. Okay, so it gives that brow that little highlight. I like to add it there. It looks cute. This is pretty much it. Okay, the only thing I'm gonna do to finish it out is I got some brow gel here. Now this is the OG. I don't use any other brow gel. This is the Great Lash clear gel from Maybelline, and I like to use this for my brows. So all I'm gonna do is just that's it. It just kind of helps define the brow hairs, and it doesn't look flat. It actually gives it some definition. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. Thick. Hella thick. That's what I'm saying. And I'm just gonna use this for my top lashes. I like to use a different mascara for my bottom lashes. So top lashes, I'm using this. And this mascara actually works really good. This is probably one of my favorite mascaras. Like, I do love the what is it, Huda Beauty mascara. Like, that's probably like my that was my number one until I got my mother-in-law. She got me this one for Christmas because she knows I love Fenty products, and she raved about this to me, so she got me one for Christmas. And so far, I've been using this one. Like, this one is really nice. So I'm gonna use the I put lash glue on here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on. Okay. So to do my bottom lashes, I bought this little thing because I hate when I get a little bit too confident and then I get mascara on the bottom of my lashes, on my actual under eye. So I have this little mascara. I got it, I don't even know where I got it from, but it has one of those little small mini wands, and I like that for my bottom lashes. So I'm gonna take this. Apparently you can just go like this, or yeah, I think it's supposed to go that way. And you can just put it under your lashes. You can just comb it. I feel like that's more work, to be honest, because I ain't holding that right. Yeah. That's actually better. Yeah. Okay, well, guess I won't be using that. I feel like that was more work. Like, I don't know. And I feel like I'm not coordinated enough to be doing that. So there, see, that looks good. All right, so lastly, I'm gonna do my lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with this Morphe lip pencil in the color Vibes. Okay, I finished lining my lips. I'm gonna use the Fenty Stunner lip paint, right, in the color Unbutton. Yeah. I want to blend this out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it for me. This is pretty much the look. I'm gonna remove my clips from my hair. Oh Lord. And this is like my everyday look, right? This is what I do. These are the products that I use. Depending, I might swap, maybe like the lips, do a different lip, but this is like, this is me. This is it. This is like my everyday natural look. If I'm going to the movies, going out and having brunch, or just going out on a little date with my husband, it looks good. So I think we're gonna end this on a high note. Fenty Beauty, you never let me down with your products. I'm telling you, I've never had a bad day with Fenty. Fenty never did me wrong. It's one of my favorite brands. I love the all-inclusivity, their products, the wide shade range. Like they can never do no wrong in my eyes. She be on it. She be on it. She be making sure she gets everything right. She be listening to us. And that's why I love the brand so much. So this is the look. This is it. Oh, I just love it. All right.